Good evening, NITK. Very happy to see your beautiful campus. We had wonderful time past 1 month. This tandem journey is full of difficulties. Difficulties started from getting this tandem here. And it was very, very good and very rewarding journey to connect with your team. See so much of enthusiasm, and congratulations that you have so many extra co-curricular activities in your campus. So about my story, standing in front of you, you have 48 years old, Dr. Meera, and I'm mother of 2 kids, and you can see something that is very, very different on the screen from what you see ahead in front of you. So how and why and how this all started. First of all, I'm feeling very, very privileged to start this session of Hakuna Matata. So Hakuna Matata, as everyone is saying, as we all know, in Swahili, live life worry-free and live life on your own terms. So life for me was like an in vitro scientific experiment. The experiment is controlled in vitro always. So for me, when I was 26 years, I got my PhD. Same year, I got married to someone with whom I was studying. 28, around same time of my PhD graduation, my first kid. 32, my second kid. Then we decided to travel internationally, postdocs and international work experience. And 2011 was the time when everything changed. 2011 is the time when my husband wanted to come back to India because he got a very good opportunity. And that is where life kind of, started showing different kind of vibes to me in a cool language. So basically, a little bit more about me. I have traveled across India. I have covered entire country in 3 corona waves. And what I do these days, what I do for past 10 or 13 years is I go out on highway and I traverse Indian highways. I make friends with people who are highway dwellers, vendors, toll booth people, and I connect with them, I talk to them, and in that due course, I have also managed to create a Guinness World Record for the highest motorable pass, Umlingla. Thank you. This journey is of 13 years, and I would like to thank everyone, including this gentleman, who courteously gave his bike, because my own bike is in Manali. I have such numerous friends who are helping me in various ways, and this wouldn't have been the correct thing if I don't mention, I know how much ever less time I have today, but it is a journey of each and every truck driver, each and every vendor showing me thumbs up, all the cycling shops across country, few of the people who have supported me wholeheartedly. Like today, this bike came from Chennai. Few of my friends who are from Mangalore cycling community have come to listen to this talk. So thank you, thanks a lot for all this love. And this is the journey of Dr. Meera coming back to India and not finding a suitable job and transitioning into endurance cyclist Meera. So how this all started? 2011, when I came back, the worst nightmare that I had is what will happen if I will not have job? What will the security personnel in my apartment think if he knows that I am unemployed? Those kind of thoughts were running in my mind because I was very ambitious, I was very goal-oriented. 26, I got my PhD, as I told you. 28, I was, I was mother of my first kid at the similar time of my PhD graduation. So how someone could time that? But I did, because I'm a PhD in biological sciences, you can guess. So after postdocing in US and postdocing in South Africa, having some work experience, it was a terrible idea for me that Dr. Meera Velankar, she's unemployed. And if someone asks you, what do you do? Practically, I don't do anything because I'm overqualified probably, or I'm not finding suitable job next to my house. Slowly, I started channelizing these energies into positive energies. And initially, what my family members and I noticed that I refused to interact with people. When my husband used to go for his office parties or his office interactions, people used to introduce me. Meet Meera, Dr. Harshad's wife. And I used to feel terrible about it. My identity is Dr. Harshad's wife. So that was something that was bothering me. But I was very, very lucky to get married to this person. So my story also is about two colleagues getting married and they understanding each other. So 2011 to 2015, when I came back, slowly coming out of my borderline depression or all the negative notes or feelings that I have, I slowly picked up cycling. I graduated to Breves. Those are long-distance cycling events. And basically, this is scientist Meera trying to execute as cyclist Meera. So what used to happen, every time I used to enroll for any event, I used to see how many people in India have done it. Do I have chance to make into first? Do I have chance to make into first 5? So in all my events, I have around 10 or 11 firsts in the country. But that is due to Dr. Meera executing this cycling. And thank you. Also, many times what happens, I'm very short. I'm 4'11", and I'm always like this. From my 9th standard, my weight is same. Sometimes I had 10,000 kilometers in a year. Sometimes I had 5,000 kilometers in a year. Sometimes people meet you and ask you, but you don't look Guinness record holder. You just have to smile and tell them that, but sir, I am. So if you want to pursue anything, if you want to pursue any passion, don't let anyone else's opinion or anyone else's, what they think about your personality or your goals, let that bother you. 2011 to 2015 was the era when I had Breves. Those are long-distance, self-supported events. Then obviously, I never knew how to swim. A few of the cycling events that are there close to my, close to Bangalore or around, around 1,000 or 2,000 kilometers periphery, those were done. Someone told me, Meera, why don't you try triathlons? And yeah, I did a lot of research because again, scientist Meera is trying to execute. So I came to know that during my time, only 5 or 6 females had done Ironman that time. So I did learn swimming at the age of 38. I used to be in the pool like a 10th math exam. And it took me about 4 hours initially even to get inside the pool. But I have thoroughly enjoyed this journey of learning to swim and finishing this Malaysia 70.3 half Ironman. So half Ironman for you is something which is, you basically swim 1.9 kilometer in any open water body. Either it can be a river or sea. Then you come out, you cycle 90 kilometers, you leave your cycle and you run half marathon. So all this you need to finish in a timing of 6:30 to 8:30, depending upon that particular event. It's an international brand. So initially, these were the events, and you can see at the backdrop, Dr. Meera is now worry-free. She is already converting herself into total Hakuna Matata. So cycling, what cycling does to you? Cycling allows you to work on your physical fitness as well as your mental fitness because you are alone with yourself. You get to think. It's obviously, burn fat, no fuel. Not true in my case again. Then, you can go to places. You can go with your friends. Some people are into photography, some using cycle, obviously. So it's a wonderful means. And again, congratulations, because I could see a lot of people who are doing cycling in this campus. But you should take it more forward because Mangalore is blessed with, tremendous wealth of nature. And you should take it beyond your campus and have smaller group of people cycling together. Here you can see my numerous moments. The top one is at the Nathula Pass. Next to that is the moment where I did my golden quadrilateral in second corona wave. I became first Indian to do that on a tandem cycle. And thanks. It took me 42 days. I had a partner with me. That partner who was from army, he quit the ride in between. So I was left alone at Aurangabad, which is around 3,400 kilometers from my house. I onboarded another partner and I finished my ride. The very precious next slide is the 2013 two-woman record that we recently established. After 10 or 11 records, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even apply for records because each and every record is 15 to 20K of fees, application fees, and I can use that for my logistics. So I'm now tired of applying for records, but this is also a record where no two women, let it be Indian or non-Indian, have traversed using this bike to the highest motorable pass, which is 19,000 feet. Thank you. Next to that is just me enjoying my regular ride at the bamboo grove that we have next to my house. So these are innumerous highway moments. And as you all know, discovery of microwave, discovery of Post-it, discovery of ice cream cone, all these are accidental discoveries. So in my case, my cycling is such an accidental discovery that I never even intended to become a cyclist. 2015 was the time when I saw tandem cycle. So tandem cycle is something which needs to be ridden by two people. Person who rides in the front is called as captain, and person who sits in the behind is called stoker. Now there are a lot of dynamics as in weight, upper body strength, lower body strength, sink, frame sizes, and this bike comes with its own pluses and minuses, more minuses. But when I saw this bike, I clearly knew that this type of cycling happens very less in India. Why? Because these kind of cycles and frames are not available in India. These bikes are very entry level. These bikes are very frame specific. And not only that, these cycles come with a lot of social issues. When you see a female cyclist and a male cyclist together, obviously you have a question. Are you husband and wife? So I have done records and I have cycled with, by the way, for that record, I'm currently on my 22nd tandem partner. And this is only possible because of my husband. I have that goal, I have that method, and I have that ambition, but he's the one who never asked me a question like, where were you, with whom you were cycling, where were you at night, how many kilometers you did in a particular day, can I have your Strava record? So for every independent thinker, for every Guinness record holder, for every Indian married woman, you need a husband who believes in her ability. This is my 2015 first attempt, which I registered as Limca entry, because that time Limca records were popular. And this is my partner Sheetal, and it was for the first time in the country. Two females did 200 kilometers in a timed event of 13.5 hours. So this is my first tandem stint. After that, I started experimenting more and more on the tandem cycles. 2015 until 2023, I did various events. Which are these events? First, ride of Agra to Umlingla, 1,800 kilometers, which we filed as a Guinness record with my partner Utkarsh Verma. So Utkarsh is from UP. We share age gap of about 20 years, but we had good confidence that he had some technical skills. We had good understanding, because this tandem comes with lot of issues in the sense, both the partners need to ride in sync. Both the partners need to have a very good, saddle style. Their nutrition pattern has to be same. How they think about a particular event. For example, if someone wants to ride 100 kilometers at the average of 30, and someone else wants to keep going for 3,000 kilometers, only 50 kilometers a day, or on uphill, then these two people obviously cannot be together on tandem bike. Other social issues, I already told you that many people will ask you. I have also ridden with two female combination. Many people will ask you, who are you two? Because sometimes they are just curious, and sometimes it's beyond their ability to digest that one male and one female can go out for making a record, and they are just trying to make a record, and no one in this team is pulling anyone, and no one in this team is related to anyone. So sometimes it's very difficult for people to understand these particular things. In the process, so how I could channelize these energies. In the meantime, I could do parenting and I could coach both of my kids. They both are open state medalists and national participants. So these are few of my moments with both my daughters, and they are absolutely ready for life because they are one of the very good sprinters in the country. So again, using the time that I had, again, making some justice of my motherhood, even though I couldn't get that job. So bottom line of all this is, in life, you can always execute plan B well. Sometimes your plan A will fail, but try to execute your plan B well. My training of my PhD, I am still using it in various ways. And that is how I think, that is how Guinness record holders are born, and that is how TEDx speakers are born. So after today's talk, if I will have even 5 to 6 people who get motivated and tell me that, ma'am, I did my first 10K, ma'am, I did my first 5K, I tried going out of campus, I think the real, purpose of this Hakuna Matata workshop or the TEDx talk will be, sufficed. And thanks a lot.